We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the pickup, first down. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 40.
On second down now, it's Lindsay. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to win.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Right back to him on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
By number 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Second and 9. At the
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And a give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 14-yard line.
misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Philip Lindsay, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score, Broncos.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. With a handoff to Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the ball carrier.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Giants nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On 2nd and 1, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
To number 18.
From 21 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who throw it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carried that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now this throw caught left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Broncos.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
5-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down. 24 is the mic.
The final shot before break. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Rip right. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. You must.
From the gun, Jones. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Lock. This is Fant on the short completion. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10.
Lock now on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay. with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking for.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the turnover, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
46-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing, stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Goes first down.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Giants 12.
Down, right back to Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
From the gun, Lock. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Lock. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go. Come on, dude.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Giants 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check 26, check 26.
17, they'll run it again with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now Jones on first and 10. Now a desperate, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Jones now, off play action. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let him know. 24 is the mark. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
One final shot. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Three down. 24 is the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.